Alright, how's it going everyone? My name is Theron, and welcome back to another Fire Emblem Heroes summoning session. Today we have the new Legendary Eitri Mythic Thorr banner, and I have so many questions about this. But before we get into that, I'm going to quickly go over what my plan is for this. No greens right off the bat. Wonderful. Obviously, gotta go green because the two new units. But if we don't get greens, I'll also be pulling blue and colorless, because they have some of the most powerful units in the game right now. They're just a powerhouse pool, and I mean, I gotta summon for them. And then of course with red, I'm split between this one. I do want more Plumeria merges, and I still need Moose Bowl. But the amount of time Sigurd has shown up with bad IVs for me, I'm starting to not like him. So, on the off chance that we do get Sigurd with bad IVs, I'm just going to stop pulling red on this banner. I will still pull so I can get the units that I want, and hopefully a Sigurd with good IVs. But the second a Sigurd with bad IV shows up, I'm done with the red. You have been warned. Okay, was not Sigurd. That's good. Now again, on to the many questions that I have for this banner. First of all, why? Secondly, why? Thirdly, why? Why is Thor a mythic hero when Loki and some of the other Book 2 quote-unquote gods are not? Now yes, you can make the argument that for Loki, A, she's a Book 2 hero, and during CYL 2 she got a pretty good number of votes, so they had to add her into the game. That makes sense. It also makes sense that her being a staff hero, she's not going to score well in Aether Raids or Arena. I am okay with that. But throughout the Tempest Trials Plus, they've made it a point that both Thor and Loki are like on equal powers with each other. They're both taking orders from the Allfather, which I'm pretty sure is Odin, so they have to be equal in power. And yet they're saying that Thor is more powerful than Loki just by making one a mythic and the other a base hero. Why? Hopefully something happens in a future book where Loki gets a bit of a power-up or starts showing her true power, and then maybe she can become a mythic hero. Who knows? But that's also another question as to why for Thor. Why is she on this banner? Not once have we had to face her in an actual story map. It's only been Mjolnir Strike, and that's it. She's shown up a few times in Tempest Trials, but other than that, nowhere else. So why is she here right now? It's just so confusing. Onto the other why question. Why is Eitri a legendary hero? Think about it. For the past... ever since Book 3, the Fey OCs that have been introduced in whatever book have been mythic heroes. And yet, she's now the exception? The Fey, intelligent systems, you're not making any sense. But at the same time, that's exactly what you do, so I'll take it. But still... vey. Now what was the other why question that I need to ask? Oh, yeah, that's right. Why are they a bound hero battle? These two have never interacted once during the entire story of ever. And yet now they're just lumped together on a bound hero battle. That makes no sense. Yes, they did this last year for Freya and Triandra. Yes, it was Triandra. I almost brain farted there. But for them it made sense, because they have that little connection of Freya saving Triandra and making her a Dokelfheim. Or Dokelfar, I mean. These two have nothing in common. I think that's why it would have made more sense, and why people are a little confused why Fafnir is not here. It just... God, what is going on? I honestly hope we see Fafnir in the future, because if they just do what they did to Freyr back in book 4, I think it was, that's just a cheap move. That is just a very cheap move. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Gonna take a few deep breaths. But I have one last question to ask, and that is, what's our December Mythic Legendary hero going to be? Because last month we had Legendary Fae, and up until this point it's always followed the Legendary Mythic pattern. So what's going to happen this time? Are they going to... Okay, the way I see it, we have two routes they can take. We can either get another Legendary hero for the third month in a row, which would make no sense technically, or we could basically get a Mythic hero next month, which I think is the most likely option. Because they say that Thorr is the technical, Mythic hero for this banner, then Eitri would be next for Legendary, which means December we are getting a Mythic. That's the one that makes the most sense for me, but I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. God, we're already at a 9.5% and nobody, really? Come on, please, somebody. Any of you. Anyway, onto my little unit review that I do for all these characters. Eitri, with her Grim Brocker, basically the same, boost to attack. She's got Canto 2 like Reagan and Oter. She also debuffs foes' attack and res by 6 if she's alone, and she can make a guaranteed follow-up. That is really good, especially for a tome unit. And of course, Divine Recreation, -4 to all stats if they're healthy, and a damage reduction / damage boost that is actually similar to Nyx's Ganungagap, if you sort of compare the two descriptions. Of course, Nyx gets a 40% damage reduction, Eitri 30. But still, that's basically what her B skill is doing. She's getting reduced damage, and then that boosts her output damage. I really like it. Alright, I'm gonna leave those reds. I really just want some greens. One green, wonderful. Anyway, with Thorr, War God Mjolnir. First of all, that is a title for a weapon, and I like it. Got slaying effects, effect against armor foes, and then it uses the same attack buff to unit, debuffs attack on foe like what Oter has. Except for her, the requirement is to be at or above 25% health, and she can also neutralize foes' bonuses if she's next to nobody. I really like that. That's actually going to be very fun to use. I forget what the rest of the description Oter had, but starting description is basically the same. I'm just going to pull that. I'm just going to pull the colorless. And of course, we got a new skill on Thorr, Flow Guard. Basically, same like Flow Refresh, but guard effects instead of renewal. And I'm pretty sure it's going to have the exact same restrictions to flying and cavalry units, because why wouldn't they? And of course her unique C skill, World Breaker, which, again, that is a title for a skill, and I like it. Which is basically a breath effect for both Thorr and allies within 2 spaces. That is actually really good, especially for a lot of Aether Raids and Arena teams. And now that I've basically kissed the ass of both of them, can I please get some more greens? And can they please start showing up more? Oh boy. I'm gonna run through all my orbs, aren't I? Oh, and a 4-star special Deirdre. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. That's then quick riposte or speed ploy. Or merges. Actually, not bad IVs. God, I really need some more greens. Oh my god, just one. I really wish they would, like, start making green orbs, you know, a bit more available in summoning sessions. Hey! We got one of them! Awesome! Even though it makes no sense for you to be here, Thorr, welcome. Ah. You know what, that's actually not bad IVs. Attack and defense are basically untouched, so yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll just finish out the circle. Why not? Hey, at least we got one of them. That took for freaking ever for her to show up. Good lord. I think we'll do these last two and then we'll probably call it. Also, as you probably obviously noticed, no Q&A for this video. There were no new questions asked, but I'm not going to complain. You guys ask the questions whenever you feel like it. Just leave them in the comments section down below with #question, and I will absolutely answer them in the next video. I completely stuttered all over that sentence, but point still stands. And a 3-star. Okay. Bit of a light summoning session, I know, but I mean, my luck's usually a bit all over the place, so at the very least we still got Thorr, which I am very happy about. I think between the two of them, I like Thorr a bit more, so this is better. But with that, I'm Theron, saying I'll see you next time. So until then, farewell, and game on. Oh wait, shit. I completely screwed that up. Let me try that again. If you guys have someone on this banner, let me know who you got down below in the comments section. And if you haven't summoned, I wish you all the luck in the world. And now, with that, I'm Theron, saying I'll see you next time. So until then, farewell, and game on.